Oompa loompa doopity doo. I have a scam that's waiting for you. Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining me. This is Dr. Bad Vibes. Journey with me to a land of pure scam. You've probably heard about this one already, but I have to talk about it. It had me so shocked. So if you haven't, an event was held in Scotland. Kids were left in tears and police were called over a shambolic Willy Wonka inspired event after parents forked out over £35 per ticket. The £35 a ticket event promised a, quote, chocolate fantasy like never before. Wait, where are we going? And a day where dreams come to life, but the reality is more like a nightmare. That may be a little melodramatic, but it wasn't good. The organizer, who has the coolest name ever, the House of Illuminati, put together the event at the Box Hub in Glasgow and saw hundreds of families purchase tickets. But many who had expected a sweet Roald Dahl-inspired event were left furious, describing the experience as a, quote, waste of money. That's generally what a scam is. So I'll get into the photos. They're pretty good. So, a man who traveled 2 hours from Dundee with his 3 children to the event described it as an absolute shambles of an event. He told the newspaper there was a guy wandering around apparently dressed as Willy Wonka, but he didn't seem interested. He then got inside and there were a couple of props and a plastic chocolate thing. In the next room, they had test tubes with jelly babies. Is that what they call them in the UK? Jelly babies? Their brand? Jelly beans. I said to the kids, at least they would get a bag of sweets, but they gave them one single sweet each. Yeah, they were giving them one jelly bean per kid. So one parent wrote on Facebook, my wee girl's 8. She was devastated. Said it was the worst day ever in her life, and she had a wee cry as we made our way to the nearest bus stop to travel back into the city center. That looks disgusting. But that's actually lemonade. They had this was part of the magical chocolate factory. Which, as we go along here, as an experience that promises chocolate fantasy and whatever, there's no chocolate. They literally had no chocolate. It was jelly beans and lemonade. So another said, absolutely shocking, especially after standing for 30 minutes to get in. Chocolate experience with no chocolate in the building. There we go. I'm always predicting the future when I don't read ahead. The event website, Willy's Chocolate Experience. That sounds like a very bad place, if you think about it. Anyways, boasted an enchanted garden full of giant sweets, vibrant blooms, mysterious-looking sculptures, and magical surprises. It also promised live performances and an immersive adventure for attendees, including a twilight tunnel and an imagination lab where the boundaries between reality and fantasy harmoniously merge. House of Illuminati canceled the event on its first day and has since promised to issue full refunds to customers. Police Scotland were called to the event on Saturday, where they said advice was given. Advice was given. So the organizer said in a post to Facebook on Saturday night, today has been a very stressful and frustrating day for many, and for that we are truly sorry. Unfortunately, last minute we were let down in many areas of our event and tried our best to continue on and push through, and now realize we probably should have just canceled first thing this morning instead. We fully apologize for what has happened and will be giving full refunds to each and every person that purchased tickets. So the Box Hub said it only rented out the space and was not responsible. So let's go back just a little. I'll keep going. I'll have some more photos. This doesn't show quite everything. It's hard to tell in this set of photos. The space itself, I mean, it's empty and bare, but it's shaped very strange. It's got a strange shape to it. Like, they could have worked with this. It doesn't look like a normal building. They just had to decorate it, but they basically went to Party Central and just got a few props and just threw them out on the floor.
You know, if I were to show up, I'd hit them with a closed fist.
So this is so big and international that Vanity Fair even wrote about it with the subheadline I just noticed. I love, Oompa Loompa Doopity Don't. So, Willy Wonka's chocolate experience, nightmare, what went wrong? So this kind of goes into it. Obviously, that's a photo from the movie, which is probably what people expected. It's not what they got. Let's see here. So things have gotten even wilder in the world of Willy's chocolate experience. So this is talking about the statement on Facebook. The statement is not signed. It does not explain how the writer is affiliated with them, but the mystery writer does apologize and take full responsibility for the event. I want to make it clear that anyone who is hired externally or offered their help are not affiliated with the me or the company, and any use of faces can cause serious harm to those who did not have any involvement in the making of this event. Okay, so that sounds very weird. It sounds like it was written by AI, and I would not be surprised if it were. As we go along, you'll see why. So, the statement also refers puzzlingly to a marriage ceremony that has either been canceled or postponed. Let's see, regarding a personal matter, there will be no wedding, and no wedding was funded by the ticket sales. This is a difficult time for me to ask for your understanding and privacy. So, this is they'll rectify the situation with refunds and ask for a bit of time to process everything that's happened. It is simply signed, sincerely. If you stop and think about it, Willy Wonka's chocolate factory is an absolutely terrifying place. A lunatic millionaire lures a group of children and their unwitting parents to his massive estate, where they expect to try his non-FDA approved concoctions, and one by one are horribly disfigured in the process. Fair enough. I always thought it was more of a horror movie than a kid's book or kid's movie. I've never actually read the book. I don't know how they compare. I thought they were fairly close. Anyway, all that considered, it's not terribly surprising that a recent event billed as Willy's chocolate experience went terribly, terribly awry. So, I mean, this pretty much sums it up. They were promised an experience based on, the book, the 1971 movie, or even the prequel, which is actually really good. I was surprised by that, the Timothy Chalamet version. If you have any interest, check it out. I actually enjoyed it. It was a fun family movie. So, what was the experience supposed to be? So, it was put on by the London-based event company House of Illuminati. The event promised attendees a paradise of sweet treats, chocolate fountains, live performances by Oompa Loompas, an appearance by Wonka himself, and a celebration of chocolate in all its delightful forms. There would be an enchanted garden, a twilight tunnel, and an imagination lab that the event's website ensured would captivate and enchant anyone ages 3 and above. So, it's a lot of hype. We know where this is going. So, this is where it's... I don't have any photos here yet. So basically, this started with a bunch of Facebook ads. So the gist of this is that the company used AI, artificial intelligence, to make ads for this attraction. So artificial intelligence, also artificial reality and photos. I mean, look at these. That's clearly not real. It's like a movie poster at best. That's what the slideshow has. So these are some of the AI images that were generated to advertise for this. Obviously, that's not real. That's what was real. So, what I ordered, what I got. I love some of these. So if you're familiar with artificial intelligence, especially when it generates images, it does not do well with text or you're writing any words. This is actually better than most. So we have this surreal poster that has nothing to do with anything for the Imagination Lab. It's better than most spellings I've generated. Here's the actual Imagination Lab. But like I was saying earlier, I mean, it's a very weird interior space. I mean, it wouldn't have taken a whole lot if you really wanted to do this the right way. I mean, it takes some work, but it's a weird interior. You can make that cool. So this is more of the AI advertising. Doesn't look like Willy Wonka. It looks more like a Barnum and Bailey candy clown. So we've got the ensuring entertainment. It actually, this one, we've got the hamburger. I mean, not hamburger. We've got the Ronald McDonald candy clown with his ensuring entertainment, whatever that means. And this is what we got instead. We got some posters on the wall. Not even enough to cover the wall. You got 2 posters for like a whole row of things, and I guess TV that was supposed to do something. Twilight Tunnel that promises things such as lightning, dim tight, depractions, vivu sounds, ungirl, impretty, and diptically, twirling, dejection, enigmatic sound, speed, and unexpected twits. I love when AI tries the right words. More posters, so they just gave up and said, hey, we'll just print these out. And some of these just came from a party store. So that's the gist of it. They used AI to trick people. Just go to YouTube here.
It was the event that outraged parents in Glasgow. Now, one of the actors involved in the disastrous Willy Wonka experience has finally come clean.
This is
Organisers had described it as an
Wonka
immersive
here.
experience filled with optical marvels and magical surprises. But after paying almost $70 a ticket, all families got was an almost empty warehouse. One Oompa Loompa and a lollipop.
Oh my God.
Oh, it looks so good. Paul Connell, who is the actor
Yeah, this
who
was
played
supposed to be Willy Wonka.
at that amazing event. Paul, when did you realise this had gone beyond crappy to a complete disaster?
Oh, that's a good question. I think when the police were called, I realised this was not fun anymore. My chocolate factory was gonna close down.
Yeah, so he was just hired by the company. He didn't even he had nothing to do with it, presumably. I think this one has more of the details stitched together here. Let's see. So there's the actor we were just showing. This is his Willy Wonka outfit. Little lacking.
As the soup flavor full of scary face. Oh my God. Scare the great unknown. Wonderful. I love it. Oh, fantastic.
The storyline in this thing, I'm pretty sure I have a very similar mask to that literally came from the dollar store. I think it was like a Squid Game knockoff. But the story is that there's an evil chocolate maker living in the walls of the factory. What makes a chocolate maker evil? I don't know. Does it just taste bad? Does it make your tummy hurt? Does it poison you? I don't know. So this whole storyline presumably was written by AI, and they were just like, the gist of it is we don't know who it is. So the character is called the Unknown. And that's the storyline of this. They're going through the factory, and the Unknown pokes out to scare the kids every now and then. And that's that outfit right there is what 35 pounds got you per person.
Unknown. Wonderful. I love it. Oh, fantastic.
What is that?
Please vote a scary face of the great unknown.
What was that?
Why did they do that?
So it's like they started to decorate the place.
I'm not joking. I paid £40 a ticket for this. Smallest bouncy castle in the world, and I bet we have to pay for that food over there.
Mom's not having
These
it.
are like the photo bits there. What a waste of money.
This video's on TikTok. Pretty sure. So this is the Oompa Loompa giving out. She was hooking them up. She was interviewed as well. So she was instructed to give one jelly bean per person, and she hooked them up. I don't know about this one where she's on video, maybe not. She said she was giving them 3 jelly beans to, kind of make up for the things that they've seen. Totally an Oompa Loompa, right? Like, I'll just crouch down.
Smallest bouncy castle in the world.
This gives you a pretty good view of what was going on the inside. It could have been something. It looks like they started
I don't know.
building towards something,
Oh
and then
look,
they
it's
just
a
ran out of
chocolate
time.
river.
That's how Wonka's chocolate's so delicious.
Hello, Reaction for the camera. 3, 2, 1, action! Absolutely splendiferous. That is making it into the commercial. Would you like a photograph? Come on over to the... Do you think you can eat one of these?
Ready, stand next to Mr. Wonka.
You don't think you can eat one? Do you think you can eat a crocodile? Yes, of course you can.
They didn't really dance around the Wonka thing.
Ready?
They knew what they were doing. Yeah. Yeah, those kids, they knew what was up. Such a scam. So it actually makes me worry about artificial intelligence in the future, because it can, totally be used to trick people for various things. This was something so blatantly bad that it still tricked people. Like, that's what scares me. If this was able to trick people so easily, the world's going to get scary once AI really starts ramping up. So I'm just switching back here. So this was just some snippets from the interviews. The guy that played Willy Wonka he's a stand-up comedian, and basically was handed a script that was AI generated gibberish, and then just told you can do whatever you want. And then the Oompa Loompa, she's a dancer, yoga instructor, actor. It says they offered to pay 500 pounds for 2 days of work. That's pretty good. So she said, when I got the script the night before, I was like, oh, this is not. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Here's a taste of the AI generated script. I had to say, there is a man who lives here. His name is not known, so we call him the Unknown. The Unknown is an evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. And so this is from the Wonka actor. At the end of my monologue, I was supposed to suck up the unknown man with a vacuum cleaner. I asked them if they had a vacuum cleaner, and they said, yeah, we haven't really got it there yet, so just improvise. Don't know how they went about that. So, yeah, the costumes were cheap. I mean, everything was cheap. They said some of the things came in an Amazon box that arrived that morning. So, yeah, it pretty much brings us back to where we were. So, I don't know what the intent actually was, whether it was just a straight-up scam. AI definitely tricked some people. I don't like that part. Especially how easily it did it. Oompa loompa doopity doo. I have a scam that's waiting for you. Now give me money.